this car came to me in sort of a roundabout way, and I actually bought it when I was in Australia without driving it, pretty much sight unseen. So I was taking a risk, but on the other hand, I wanted that Austin Healey. That love affair was still there, and I had it shipped to storage, and it was there when I came back from Australia. So I attribute my love affair with the Austin Healey back to when I was a teenager in Australia, sneaking up to the Caversham racetrack to watch the cars go around the mile or so circuit. And there was a low-slung car that I found out was called an Austin Healey. And I went off and purchased a white Austin Healey 100. I thought it was 100. It turned out to be a 100M. I didn't know that at the time, but I did fall in love with a very, very sporty sports car that my girlfriend at the time and I used to take rallying through the southwest of Western Australia. I would say 80% of the car is original. I have a differential that dropped the revolutions by probably 700 to 800, and it is just a transformation for the car. Another modification that I made, because I am 6'2", is I lowered the seat. I had it upholstered 2¼ inches lower, and then I also installed a couple of sun visors, which actually belong on a Cobra. And for a tall person, has really made a difference. The ice blue color is the original color of the car. This was a close approximation as I could get. I also tackled the electrical system. I stripped out the harness, put in a new one. I also tackled the distributor, and I reinstalled electronic ignition. The engine is a matching engine. The radiator is original. What a unique experience it is to drive an Austin Healey, to drive a 1960s British sports car, designed by a unique man, Donald Healey, and manufactured in haste to export all over the world, including Australia. I, to this day, still take off my right shoe to drive the Austin Healey successfully, so I can feel the pedals under my feet. When you're in fourth gear and you click that little switch that operates that overdrive, and those revs drop down, and all of a sudden gliding along 60, 65 miles an hour is a beautiful experience. The hills, the Santa Cruz Hills, rise up and then go down to the ocean. So up through those hills, there are a lot of back roads that are just really good roads to drive on, that certainly allow you to put the Austin Healey through its paces. There is almost never an occasion when I take this car out and stop somewhere that somebody doesn't come up to me and say, my father or I had one of these cars, and it draws attention almost wherever I go. Perhaps my age at some point will drive me out of the cockpit of the car, but until that time, it remains one of the loves of my life.